So it was my sophomore year of college, and I found myself running around the nature trail around my college every night. I absolutely hate running. So I have no idea why I did this. Why am I doing this 2-mile trek every night? You know, it was the only way that I could release all the frustration and tension and angst and confusion. It was 30 minutes that I had to myself, away from everybody else, for me to feel things, to express things, to think things through. You see, that part of my life, it was marked with so much disappointment. I was really into this girl, and let's just say that she really wasn't into me. You know when you're so into someone and they are that much not into you? That happened to me. Only that side of the audience understands, okay? But that's why I was running. You know, that part of my life, it was also marked with a lot of desertion. I grew up here in LA. I got into some very good colleges, and what I imagined college to be was something like UCLA. But my parents convinced me to go to a very small liberal arts, non-Christian college in Philadelphia. And when I got there, I felt really lonely. I felt left out. I felt so awkward being Korean, stuck in a sea of white. I could count the number of other Koreans at my college in one hand. And we'd look at each other and we'd give each other the eye, like, I see you. But we wouldn't talk to each other because we had to blend in with the majority. And we didn't want to just get stuck by ourselves. I felt so alone. That's why I was running. That part of my life was marked with so much disorientation. I grew up as a pastor's kid. I gave my life to Jesus as a middle schooler. And it's kind of cliche, but my professor started off my sophomore year by saying, you know what? The Bible is not inerrant. There's no way it's God's word. There's no way it's consistent. Genesis 1 contradicts Genesis 2. What is the Nephilim in Genesis 6? Matthew 1's genealogy, 14, add it all up. It doesn't even work out. What? The sun stopped in Joshua 6? How is that even possible? That's why I was running. My disorientation grew to disillusionment as my faith was continually challenged by that professor, by other students, and by other professors in classes. I started to question things that I was taught as a kid. I read the Bible not to grow, but to find all the holes in it. And then you add in all the distress of being rejected by your crush and the disconcerting nature of not being seen. And there's no question that my faith was derailed, and that's why I was running down this path of doubt. So I did the most rebellious thing that I could think of as a good pastor's kid. I stopped going to church. Okay, this side's with me now, okay? I stopped reading the Bible. Okay, this side, thank you, okay? I hid my identity as a Christian. Okay, that was the balcony, thank you, okay? All the reasons for me to not follow Jesus added up, and I started to entertain the idea that there was no God. But one day, as I was running, the discomfort, the distress, the deconstruction, it just came out in a loud scream. And I just screamed, ah! And for the first time, I looked up. And I saw stars. And you know what? I got off the trail, and I just laid down in the field. And you know in LA, when you're laying on the field, you see nothing. But in Philadelphia, you see a sky full of stars. And you know what? That was the first time I saw beauty.